The oceans are the lifeblood of our planet. They account for up to 70% of the oxygen we all breathe, and they feed and provide a livelihood for over 2 billion people on Earth. See, our oceans are facing an unprecedented threat. In the last few decades, we have become unsustainably efficient at catching fish and transporting them to any part of the world. Our global fishing fleet is currently 2.5 times what our oceans could sustainably handle. And 90% of the world's big fish, things like sharks, tunas, and other predators, have disappeared since the advent of modern fishing methods in the 1950s. Beyond that, illegal fishing and overfishing threatens to further deepen our lack of certainty about what's really happening out there. Most of this illegal fishing targets developing nations, robbing the poorest people on the planet of their food and income. As soon as laws and policies are enacted, these environmental criminals find ways around them. When you look at the way we currently monitor our oceans, it's like the Wild West. Our inability to effectively know what's happening out there, collaborate, and share that data is creating the largest tragedy of the commons that this planet has ever known. Up to 32% of the seafood imported to the US is caught illegally, and over $23 billion worth of seafood globally is illegally poached each year. At our current rate, the world's fish stocks may be unrecoverable by the middle of the century. For far too long, we've solely relied on the wealthiest militaries to protect our oceans through the use of their decades-old Cold War-era technologies and methods. Many of these monitoring technologies are far too expensive, which leaves much of the developing world without any capacity to protect or collaborate in any meaningful way. We can no longer allow this status quo to dictate the future of our oceans. We need to promote methods that will keep our reserves from becoming paper parks alone. See, we live in an age where cutting-edge technology is accessible in ways it has never been before. Things like mobile technologies, drones, the internet, open source maker movement, and more are reimagining industries every day. We can now make use of these amazing breakthroughs that we have to change how we protect our planet completely. This prize concept seeks to inject innovation into the way we protect our oceans, gather data where there was none before, and shape the ocean conservation and sustainable fisheries of the future. There is no better time than now, since the problems of today can no longer be solved with the same level of thinking that created them.